I had a heart attack and was undergoing emergency treatment. My 3 daughters hid away for fear of spending the money. After I was rescued, instead of caring about me, they said a lot of hurtful things to me. The eldest daughter said, "A sensible mother will not be a burden to her children, and will remove the tube herself. You shouldn't have brought us with you in the first place. If we had stayed with Dad, our lives would be much better now." The second daughter said, "Mom, if you are a qualified mother, you will not want us to lose both our money and our lives." The youngest daughter said, "Instead of living a sickly life, it's better to die quickly. You won't suffer, so why do you have to suffer the torment of being intubated?" My heart was completely chilled. As a single mother, I raised these 3 daughters with equal respect and treated them like treasures. Before this incident happened, I had planned to divide the 3 million yuan I had saved over the years equally among the 3 sisters. Now I just want to live a carefree life with this money. Mom, it's not that we are unfilial. You are a complete burden to us. Anyway, I am busy with work and have no time to take care of you. I also don't have the money to hire a nurse for you. My eldest daughter gave me the cold shoulder and stayed away from my bed. She hasn't even looked at me since I came out of the operating room. The second daughter leaned against the doorframe and looked at me with disdain. "Your illness may relapse someday. Who has the money to treat you? Forget it. I won't talk to you anymore. I have to go on a business trip tomorrow. You should handle your own affairs." After saying this, the second daughter was the first to turn around and leave. My little daughter complained to me, "Mom, you know, if it weren't for your sudden heart attack, I would have married into a good family now. It's because of a mom like you that my good marriage was ruined. I had just had surgery and was so weak that I could barely even speak." These words from my 3 daughters were like sharp swords piercing my heart. It hurt so much that tears were streaming down my face, but I didn't have the strength to cry out in pain. Before this moment, I felt that something unexpected might happen to me at any time. So I wanted to divide the 3 million yuan I had saved over the years equally among each of my daughters. But now this idea has been completely dispelled from my mind. The eldest daughter and the youngest daughter both died with their noses and faces not looking good. After leaving, he never appeared again. I hired a nurse to take care of me until I was discharged from the hospital. A week after I returned home, my eldest daughter came back. I cooked for only one person and she sat opposite me. After drinking half a glass of water, she spoke in a serious tone. "Mom, there is something I have to tell you. I hope you can understand and support me." She chilled my heart, so I naturally didn't have a good face to her. "How can a useless person like me help you? I'm pregnant, and my boyfriend and I want to buy a wedding house, which costs about 1.5 million yuan in total. He doesn't have that much money, and can only pay 500,000 yuan. I want you to sell your current house and support me." "Impossible. Where would I live if I sold it?" I interrupted my eldest daughter. The eldest daughter looked at me with disdain. "You are the most selfish mother I have ever seen. You could die at any time. So why are you guarding this house?" My heart ached so much I couldn't believe these were the words of my beloved daughter. My eldest daughter stared at me and complained, "You clearly couldn't give us 3 sisters a good life. But when you divorced, you insisted on taking us with you. You think you love us. You are harming us. My dad lives in a mansion and drives a luxury car. If the 3 of us sisters followed him, our lives would be so much better." At this time, the second daughter and the youngest daughter just came back and heard these words. My second daughter sneered at me. She moved herself but caused trouble for others. The little daughter said, "Mom, if you really love us, you should have given us everything you had while you were alive, instead of letting us spend our best years giving you everything we have." I said to them again with a cold face, "I will not sell this house. I have supported you all for a long time. I never thought that you 3 sisters would treat me like this." The doctor told me that when I was trying to rescue me, my 3 daughters not only hid themselves but also asked to stop the rescue. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to survive. In the past, my 3 daughters were quite nice to me, but after this unexpected heart attack their attitudes changed drastically. The eldest daughter snorted coldly, "I have been good enough to you. Now I am in trouble. You as a mother, don't help me. You make me feel disappointed." The second daughter said directly, "Mom, if you want to sell this house, the money can't just go to my eldest sister. I also have a share." The younger daughter immediately followed up and said, "There's also a share for me." I once again stated, "I will not sell this house." The 3 daughters all changed their expressions at the same time, each one uglier than the other. My eldest daughter pointed at her belly and asked me, "Do you have to be so heartless and cold-blooded? If I don't buy the house, I can't get married. If I can't get married, what will happen to the baby in my belly?" The second daughter chimed in, "It's a waste for you to live in such a big house by yourself. You might die suddenly someday. It doesn't matter if you sell this house sooner or later. Now that we still call you mom, you should listen to us. Don't let things get strained and you won't have anyone to take care of you in your old age. Don't cry about it then." My youngest daughter threatened me, "If you don't give me the money from selling the house, I will pretend that you are not my mother, and don't even think about me taking care of you anymore." My heart ached so much that I was too angry to speak. I picked up the bowl and threw it to the ground. "Get out, all of you. Just pretend I never raised you." I held my chest and tried to control myself to take deep breaths to relieve the pain in my chest. When my three daughters saw that I was so angry that my chest hurt, instead of calming down they became even more excessive. The eldest daughter threw my vegetables, the second daughter threw the fruit plate, and the third daughter threw the family photo on the wall. The three of them accused me one by one. My eldest daughter scolded me, "You are the most selfish mother in the world. Anyone who met your situation would choose to die with dignity, but you are not like that. I tell you, you have to sell this house whether you want to or not. It is not up to you." The second daughter scolded, "No wonder my father doesn't want you. A selfish person like you will bring bad luck to anyone who gets involved with you. Since you won't listen to my good talk, I won't even bury your ashes when you die." I was so angry that I had difficulty breathing. I leaned against the corner of the table, and my face started to turn pale. Seeing how miserable I was, my little daughter looked even more smug. "We are all doing this for your own good. You are always sick and there is no point in living. Don't be angry with us three sisters. If you need to sell the house, just sell it. You can rent a day room and live there." I couldn't hold on any longer. I felt dizzy and fainted due to the pain in my heart. When I woke up it was already the next day and I found myself lying on the floor at the foot of the table. In other words, when my three daughters saw me faint, none of them helped me up, let alone took me to the hospital. All three of them hoped that I would die soon. I struggled to get up from the ground, and just as I was about to go to the bedroom to lie down for a while, I heard the door opening outside. I met my three daughters and they were all surprised to see that I was still alive. The youngest daughter even said on the spot, "You are quite lucky. You can't die even though you are like this. How annoying." The eldest daughter gave me a look of disdain. My second daughter took out a certificate of authorization to sell the house from her bag and ordered me, "You have to sign this, whether you want to or not." I was so weak that I was about to collapse. I angrily scolded them, "You are really ungrateful. You are too much." The three daughters sneered disdainfully. The eldest and youngest daughter controlled me, and the second daughter held my hand and forced me to sign the authorization certificate. The elder and younger daughters let go of me roughly and I collapsed to the ground, barely able to breathe. The three daughters walked away triumphantly after their success. Suddenly, the youngest daughter stopped, turned around and said to me, "Hurry up and find a place to move out. I'll give you 1 day. If you haven't moved out by the day after tomorrow, don't blame us for throwing your things out." I was numb and silent. Now I don't even have the energy to hate. I just want to get well soon and live a good life. Sure enough, 2 days later the three daughters brought buyers to see the house. I was watching TV and drinking chicken soup in the living room. The buyers were a couple and they were surprised to see me. The little girl explained to them, "She is the aunt of our house. She has been taking care of it and cleaning it all the time." I'm no longer shocked that my little daughter could say something like this. I took a deep breath and said to the buyer couple, "This house is mine. I won't sell it." The buyer looked at my three daughters in confusion. The eldest daughter looked at me fiercely, "You are so shameless. How did my house become yours? You are old. Why don't you just die?" The second daughter gnashed her teeth and said, "You old woman, do you still have any humanity? If you keep talking nonsense, I will not be polite to you." The third daughter pushed me out directly. "Get out of here. Don't be so shameless. I told you to move out a long time ago, but you still didn't leave. You are so shameless. Get out of here now." I struggled to break free from my little daughter and said to the buyer, "The house is really mine. They have no right to sell it. If you don't believe me, I can show you the property certificate." Seeing this situation, the couple decided to look for another house just to be on the safe side. The three daughters became angry and started to blame and scold me again. "Are you worthy of being a mother? You are going to die, and you are leaving this house to eat. If I can't get married, I will hate you forever. You'll just have to fend for yourself from now on. I've never seen anyone as ungrateful as you. I was so angry that I yelled at them. Get out of here. I don't have daughters like you who are worse than beasts. Get out. Get out of here. The eldest daughter suddenly called the mental hospital and said, "Hey, I have a mental patient here who is having an attack. Can you please come over?" I didn't expect them to be so cruel. After a while people from the mental hospital really came and I said to them excitedly, "I'm not sick. It's my daughter who wants to kill me. Please believe me." The three daughters changed their faces and begged the people in the mental hospital. "My mother is always ill and has tried to stab us with a knife several times. Please help us. Please cure my mother's illness. We are willing to pay any price. My mother's illness is getting worse. I'm afraid she will hurt others. Please help our family." The people in the mental hospital believed what my three daughters said, and no matter how I tried to prove myself it was useless. My three daughters helped the psychiatrist tie me up in the car. The three daughters whispered in my ear proudly, "Mom, just stay there and we will see you off to the end of your life." The second daughter was so happy that her mouth was grinning from ear to ear, and the youngest daughter glanced at me. "You asked for this all by yourself. If you don't drink my toast, you'll have to drink the penalty wine." After they left I fell into despair for a while, but there is always a way out. The director of the mental hospital was my high school classmate. She was shocked to see me in the mental hospital, and sought me out alone to find out what was going on. I told her what happened to me and she was a little bit incredulous. After all, it is very rare for a daughter to harm her own mother. She gave me a thorough examination, and after making sure I didn't need to be hospitalized she called the police on me. I saw three daughters at the police station. Each of them was more hypocritical than the other, and they cried and made up stories about my abnormal behavior. In the end he admitted his mistake in a very good manner, saying that he was just worried about me, and would never do that again. After all, I have a comprehensive diagnostic report, so it is basically impossible for them to frame me as mentally ill. The police criticized and educated my three daughters and the matter was dropped. After I came out of the police station, the first thing I did was to find an agent to sell my house. In order to sell the house quickly, I took the initiative to reduce the price by 50,000 yuan, and finally, the house was quickly sold and transferred for 980,000 yuan. I added my three daughters to the WeChat group I created and informed them, "I have already sold the house, and I won't give you a penny of the money. From now on, we will sever our relationship and are no longer mother and daughter. You have always wanted to find your father, and now I support you in finding him. From now on, I will have nothing to do with you." The younger daughter quickly replied with a message, "You can break up with me, but you must leave the money behind. Otherwise I won't let you live in peace." I ignored her, quickly disbanded the group and blocked all contact information for my three daughters. This moment, I felt heartbroken and relieved. 25 years ago, my ex-husband cheated on me and was irresponsible, and eloped with his mistress. I raised these three sisters alone. In order to protect them from any grievances, I rejected all the blind dates that many people introduced to me over the years. I spent my whole life on these three sisters, but now I think it was not worth it at all. I bought a one-bedroom apartment to settle down and wanted to start my life anew. To kill time, I rented a storefront to sell snail noodles. The store is not big, only about 10 square meters. I couldn't handle it alone, so I hired a girl named Sage. A few days later my three daughters got the news from somewhere and found out the address of my store. The three of them pretended to be victims and cried in my store. My eldest daughter craned her neck and asked me with fake tears, "Mom, I told you that man is a liar. He is definitely cheating you out of your money by being with you. I am your biological daughter. I am only doing this for your own good." The second daughter stretched her neck and yelled, "Tell me, my mother is 53 years old and she is dating a 40-year-old man recently. Is he trying to cheat her out of her money?" The little girl burst into tears and acted out a sincere exhortation. "Mom, you've been looking for men all these years. You've looked for men of all ages, old, young, tall, short, fat and thin. You've been cheated by so many people. How come you don't learn your lesson? Now you don't even want us three sisters in order to be with that man. Mom, we are all your biological daughters. Why are you hiding from us for a stranger? That man tricked you into selling your house. You must not give the proceeds to that liar. We three sisters can't stop you from being with him, but we have to keep your money. We will definitely use this money to support you in your old age. Mom, we are all your daughters. We will not harm you. We will only do you good." The ignorant crowd listening to my 3 daughters advised me, "Boss, you are so old now. You should listen to your daughter on some matters. There are many scumbags who specialize in cheating people out of money in today's society." That's right. They are your biological daughters and the best people in the world to you. It's absolutely right to give your money to your daughters for safekeeping. There are many elderly people being cheated nowadays. Boss, your 3 daughters are so filial. Just listen to them. I angrily warned them. If you don't leave, I will call the police. Then he said to the customers in the store, "They are all talking nonsense. They are throwing dirty water on me because they want my money." The eldest daughter pretended to be extremely sad. "Mom, have you been brainwashed by that man? We 3 sisters should ask ourselves if we have been filial enough to you. Which of the clothes, shoes, and even socks you are wearing were not bought by the 3 of us sisters? Aren't the bird's nest, cordyceps, ginseng, and skincare products you eat all bought by us? Mom, it's so hurtful for you to say that. Are the 3 of us sisters not as good as the man you've known for only 2 months? In fact, they never bought me anything. Now the performance is just like the real thing." The onlookers in the store, hearing what they said, were even more convinced that I was a confused old man, and they began to persuade me one after another. "You are not right. Your 3 daughters are so filial, and you still say this to them. If I had a mother like this, I would have ignored her a long time ago. Auntie, your daughter is doing this for your own good. You are already so old. What does that man want from you? Because you are menopausal, because you have white hair, because you have many wrinkles. That's right. Your daughter is doing this for your own good. It won't be wrong to give the money to your daughter for safekeeping. You can also test the man." The second daughter took the opportunity to say hypocritically, "Mom, even if you blame us 3 sisters, we will accept it. Today we must take the money you used to buy the house and keep it for safekeeping." As I was saying this, my second daughter and the youngest daughter were each responsible for controlling my hand, while the other was responsible for grabbing the phone from my pocket. They are young and strong, so naturally I can't beat them both. All I could say to Sage was, "Call the police for me." My second sister forced me to unlock my phone with my fingerprint. She checked my WeChat and Alipay accounts and was shocked to find that I didn't have a penny. She angrily asked me, "Where's the money?" I smiled coldly and said to them, "Don't try to get my money anymore. I won't give you a cent even if I donate it." The eldest daughter reminded her, "It must be a new bank card." People who didn't understand the situation were all trying to persuade me to stop being stubborn and save the money for my 3 daughters. At this time the police came, and the first procedure was to mediate between the 4 of us, mother and daughter. My 3 daughters were crying and pretending to be nice to me. I told the police, "I have nothing to do with them anymore. I will never reconcile with them in this life. They are all ungrateful." I was in the hospital for emergency treatment, but they wanted to remove my tubes. They just wanted my money. The eldest daughter denied it excitedly. "Mom, don't you feel guilty for saying such things? I swear to God, everything you said is false. We 3 sisters love you so much, and you actually slandered us like this. You really make us feel cold." I was so angry that my chest hurt. I didn't want to argue with them, but also to piss them off. I opened a video of a will on my phone. In the video, I told the notary, "After I die, my newly purchased and only house under my name will be donated to society. If there is any extra money, I will donate it as well." When the 3 daughters saw this video, their faces turned grim. They didn't expect that after I sold the house. I bought a new small house. The most important thing is that I made a will and donated everything, so they didn't get a penny. All 3 daughters looked at me with vicious eyes. The police advised me, "You are the elder, and family harmony is the key to success. Don't bother with your own children." I insisted. From the moment I was in the hospital, I no longer had any daughters. I have nothing to do with them, and we will never reconcile, whether we are alive or dead. The eldest daughter sneered and said to me harshly, "Okay, if you are unkind, don't blame me for being righteous. Even if you starve to death on the roadside in the future, I will never care about you. Well, just pretend you don't exist as our mother. Let's cut off the relationship. Then, it's unlucky to have a mother like you." All 3 daughters left in anger. The business in my store has not been affected. There are usually not too many people, but not too few, just enough for Sage and I to keep busy. She couldn't help asking me, "Boss, can you really give up your child?" I smiled bitterly. Although my heart was heavy, the words I said were light-hearted. What is there to give up? Some children are hard to raise. It is better to cut losses in time. She smiled lightly and said nothing more. After that incident, I saw my 3 daughters again 2 months later. I was sick and in the hospital, and Sage stayed by my side bringing me tea and water and washing my face and body. Unfortunately, my ex-husband's current girlfriend Ivy was in the bed next to mine. The 3 daughters called their ex-husband's current girlfriend Mom all the time. The eldest daughter peeled the apple diligently, her mouth as sweet as honey. Mom, this apple is imported. I went to the imported supermarket in the east of the city to buy it. I usually can't bear to eat it, but I can bear to give it to you. As she said this, the eldest daughter fed a small piece of apple into Lu Lin's mouth like a dog. The second daughter fawned over Ivy and massaged her legs gently like a maid. Mom, is this strength comfortable? I went to learn it specially. As long as you like it, I am willing to learn anything. Ivy looked at me with a sense of superiority and raised her voice deliberately. It's comfortable. It's a blessing for me to have a filial daughter like you. The little daughter brought a cup of warm water to Ivy's mouth like a pug. Mom, drink some water. Come on, be careful. Ivy looked at me once more and said deliberately, "Thank you, my dear daughter." All 3 daughters said, "Mom, we are so lucky to be your and Dad's daughters." After a moment of affectionate mother-daughter talk, the eldest daughter began to ridicule me. Some people are so pitiful. They have no children by their bedside and no one knows when they will die. The second daughter followed suit. Some people don't know what's good for them, but whether they live or die has nothing to do with us. My little daughter glanced at me in the hospital bed with disdain. Don't mention her. It's unlucky. After saying that, he immediately smiled and said to Ivy, "Mom, we don't want to stay in this ward. This ward is unlucky. Let's change to a better one." Ivy nodded in agreement. She deliberately smiled and challenged me. "Zhou, thank you for helping me raise 3 such filial daughters." I was calm and replied, "You're welcome." Ivy saw that I wasn't angry. Her expression changed slightly. Sage was so angry that he said, "It's our boss who should thank you. If you hadn't gotten rid of these 3 ungrateful people, the boss would have been annoyed to death every day." Sage angrily. Sage was not afraid at all and stepped forward. "Go ahead and hit me. I'm worried about not having enough money to spend anyway. If you hurt me, you can just compensate me." The second daughter and the eldest daughter stopped the youngest daughter and said, "Don't bother with a mad dog." This time, my ex-husband Arlo came. He was pot-bellied, with hair combed like a dog licking it, wearing a white shirt and black trousers. He had a fake Hermes briefcase under his arm, and the leather shoes he wore were high-end imitations. The watch on his hand and the jade guanine on his neck were all fake. I worked as a nanny in a wealthy family a few years ago, so I can tell the authenticity of some luxury items. Arlo appeared in front of me in a dignified manner, stared at me for a few seconds and greeted me sarcastically. "Hey, isn't this Zhou? Long time no see." I was too lazy to pay attention to him and just closed my eyes and rested. Unexpectedly, Arlo went even further. "I'm not saying anything bad about you, but look at how you've raised children over the years. You've made my 3 daughters so poor. As the saying goes, don't take on a job if you don't have the skills." I couldn't stand it anymore and opened my eyes and yelled back at him, "Arlo, have some shame. It was you who cheated on me and eloped with another woman. I helped you raise these 3 children over the years." Arlo snorted coldly. "Zhou, for the sake of the children, I won't bother with you. Some things can't be turned upside down just because you want to. The children are grown up now and have their own judgment. Dad, don't talk to her so much. She will be a stranger to us from now on." The second daughter pulled Arlo and said, "Dad, let's change Mom's ward so she doesn't have to share a room with someone who brings bad luck to her." I sneered and said nothing. The 3 daughters proudly changed Ivy's ward. There are some things that need no saying. I'm just waiting to see what happens to these 3 daughters. Sage angrily cursed the 3 ungrateful people. She took care of me until I was discharged from the hospital, and when the salary was paid I gave her an extra 10,000 yuan. When she received the money, she cried for a long time. I touched her head and comforted her. "You work hard and save your money. When you are older, you may be able to save up a dowry yourself." She cried even harder, mumbling, "No marriage." She was only 18 years old, thin and small, and her shoulders trembled when she cried. I hugged her in my arms and coaxed her. "It's okay not to get married. Being happy and healthy is the most important thing." I thought my life would continue to be so dull, but unexpectedly a month later, I received calls for help from my 3 daughters. As soon as the phone was answered, the 3 daughters' panicked voices came. "Mom, Please save me. I have been tricked into the mountains. Mom, my phone is running out of battery. You must come and save me. Mom, I was wrong. I really don't want to die. My elder sister, second sister and I have been taken to the mountains. Our phones are running out of battery. Please bring the police to rescue us. The location has been sent to your phone. I was stunned for a moment. Before I could say anything, I heard my 3 daughters screaming on the other end of the line, and then the call was hung up. I don't know whether this story is true or not. Even if I hate my 3 daughters for being ungrateful, this is a matter of life and death. I called Yao Yao Ling, and the police wanted me to assist in the investigation. I hesitated and then followed them thinking that I was helping the police. We got in a police car and went to the local police station. After more than 30 hours of travel, we finally arrived at a mountainous area with many winding roads. The terrain here is complex, with each mountain higher than the last. It's easy for non-locals to get lost. After police investigation, we finally found the 3 daughters in a dilapidated yard. They were being beaten by Arlo and Zhofang. Wooden sticks as thick as fists were hitting the 3 daughters whose hands and feet were tied. I told you to run. They'll beat you to death for being disobedient. What's wrong with the mountains? There's food and drink for you. I'm telling you, just live your life here peacefully for the rest of your life and stop causing me trouble. The 3 daughters screamed in pain and begged for mercy. Dad, Mom, please stop hitting me. I was wrong. Please stop hitting me. Mom and Dad, please stop hitting me. I was wrong. I won't run away again. I won't run away. I won't run away. Arlo and several villagers in the yard were shocked to see us break in. My daughter, whose face was bruised and swollen from being beaten, saw me, and hope immediately appeared in her desperate eyes. Mom, I was wrong. I knew you would forgive me. Mom, you are still the best. You are the only one who loves us the most. Mom, I will never disobey you again. I watched all this in shock. I never expected that this beast Arlo would force his daughter to marry to the mountains. I felt calm when I heard my 3 daughters' confession. Without any hesitation, I called the police for them today purely out of respect for life. But if you want me to forgive them, that is absolutely impossible. The police took control of everyone present and untied the 3 daughters one by one. After being untied, the 3 daughters cried and accused me of Arlo. Mom, he has no money at all. He rented the car and the villa. All the luxury goods are fake. They are all used to deceive us. The second daughter pointed at Arlo and cursed with gnashing teeth. This beast said he would take us to do business, and tricked us into coming to this hellhole. In the end, we became the wives of a stinky old man, and he took his money. He is a beast. How can he be a father like this? The little daughter couldn't hold back her anger and spat at Arlo and Ivy. Go to hell, you bastard. How could a scum like you not get hit by a car when you go out? I was blind to believe your lies. Arlo slyly explained to the police. Comrade, this is it. I was looking for partners for my 3 daughters, and just came here to get to know them first. But these 3 girls were disobedient and quarreled with me for a few words, so I got angry and hit them a few times. The eldest daughter denied it excitedly. That's not the case. He tricked us into coming here. He gave us some problematic drinks in the car. We 3 sisters were drugged and then sent to this place. He also asked us to live with the old man. The second daughter agreed. He said he was a big boss and asked us to learn how to do business with him so that we could live a good life. In order to make a lot of money with him, the 3 of us sisters broke off relations with our mother. I just realized now that all of this was your trick. You deliberately broke up the relationship between the 3 of us sisters and my mother so that my mother would not care about us. You have the chance to trick us into coming here and sell us for money. She was extremely disappointed and yelled at Ivy. You are the biological parents of our 3 sisters. How can you be so vicious? The little daughter said indignantly. If I had known earlier, I shouldn't have recognized you 2 beastly parents. I have been silent the whole time, but I feel that there is a truth that these 3 ungrateful people should know. There is something I need to tell you. In fact, your biological mother is not me. My eldest daughter interrupted me quickly. I know, they told us 3 sisters. My eldest daughter pointed at Ivy. She is our biological mother. You secretly took the 3 of us sisters away to raise us in order to make my beastly father change his mind. They said that we were separated from him for so many years because of you. So we have a grudge against you. I laughed it off and asked my eldest daughter, did they tell you that? Right. The 3 daughters answered me in unison. The second daughter held my hand in repentance. Mom, although you are not our biological mother, don't worry, I will always treat you as my own mother, and will never be provoked by evil people again. My little daughter also expressed her feelings to me. Mom, you are the only one who loves me the most. Apart from you, no one else in this world is truly kind to me. Mom, thank you for forgiving me. The eldest daughter came over and said with tears in her eyes, Mom, from now on you are my only relative. I won't recognize anyone else. I will take care of you in your old age and I won't get married. I was bewitched before. It was this beast who told us that there was a big project. As long as each of us invested 200,000 or 300,000 yuan, we would get a return of 10 or even 20 times. We three sisters were tempted by this, and we were fooled by our parents who were worse than animals. They said that you didn't agree with my boyfriend's marriage because you despised my boyfriend's poor family, and you wanted more betrothal gifts. Mom, I will never make a mistake again. I will take care of you for the rest of my life. I will also take care of you until the end of your life. So will I. My three daughters rushed to express their regrets to me, but I remained calm. I slowly opened my mouth and said to them, the truth is, your biological mother is not me or Ivy, and I don't know who your biological mother is. The three daughters stared at my face in disbelief. I continued, when I was with Lu Gang, I didn't know that he had been married and divorced 3 times. When I came here, the eldest was 3 years old, the second was 2 years old, and the third was 1 year old. I was deceived by Lu Gang. When I was about to leave, your beastly father eloped with Ivy. No one cared about you. If I had just left, you would have starved to death. In the end, I couldn't bear it and chose to raise you 3 sisters. My eldest daughter didn't believe me and interrupted me excitedly. How is this possible? Mom, are you still angry with us? So you said such a thing. The second daughter also felt the same way. Mom, please don't be angry. Okay, no matter if you are our biological mother or not, we will only respect you in the future. The youngest daughter agreed. Yes, we don't care about the rest. I smiled lightly and glanced at each of the 3 sisters. I have no blood relationship with you. I will never forgive you for what you have done to me. I am telling you this today only because I hope you will always have a guilty conscience. Arlo knows who your biological mother is. The 3 daughters were shocked again and looked at Arlo in disbelief. They wanted to ask about their mother, but it was the youngest daughter who spoke first, questioning Arlo. Where is my real mother? You beast. Arlo looked like a dead pig that was not afraid of boiling water. How should I know? She ran away after giving birth to you. I don't even know whether she is dead or alive. If you ask me, who can I ask? The second daughter asked. What about my biological mother? Arlo was impatient. Don't ask me. I don't know. They all ran away. At this time several policemen questioned several local villagers in the yard one by one. A lame old man pointed at Lu Gang and said, I gave him 180,000 yuan, and he said he would give me his daughter as a wife. He told me that his daughter was willing. Another man in his 40s who was blind in one eye also pointed at Lu Gang and said, I also raised 180,000 yuan for him, and he also told me that his daughter agreed. This is his biological daughter, and what we gave was a betrothal gift, so it shouldn't be illegal. Only one man in his 30s looked normal. He said, I gave 200,000 yuan and asked for the prettiest one. It was said to be a betrothal gift. We had no idea that their family relationships were so complicated. All 3 men showed the police the transfer records. The police asked Arlo, why do you do this to your own daughter? Arlo confessed, I lost a lot of money and couldn't pay it back. My creditor threatened to break my legs. I had no choice. Ivy said, I always listen to him. I do whatever he tells me to do. The police took out silver handcuffs and put Arlo and Ivy into the police car. On the way back I didn't choose to ride in the same car with the 3 sisters. Later the 3 sisters knelt in front of my shop for a whole day and begged for my forgiveness. I didn't want to have anything to do with them, so I booked a flight to Xinjiang. My hometown is there. After so many years away, it's time for me to go back and settle down. After I left I transferred the store to Sage, and she was the only one who saw me off on the day I boarded the plane. Later she called me and said that Arlo and Ivy were sentenced to 5 years in prison, and seemed to have committed other financial crimes as well. My 3 so-called ungrateful daughters have been posting missing person notices about me on the streets all day long. I smiled faintly. My heart was still calm now. I just want to live for myself.